Noel Gallagher, Oasis. There was a time when people thought that Oasis were the greatest rock and roll band ever. Not for the music, but for their interviews. These guys could go. It's one of the funniest, most expletive-laden interviews you'll ever see. Are they the same years later? We'll find out, because we'll talk to Noel in just a second. But first, the bio. Noel Gallagher is the guitar player and main songwriter for Oasis, the biggest band during that whole mid-90s Brit-pop craze. Still not ringing any bells? Well, perhaps. And he's an even bigger talent and perhaps has one of the biggest mouths in music. Don't believe me? Listen to these scorchers, and I quote, "People f***ing hate f***ings like Phil Collins, and if they don't, they f***ing should." Or how about this hit? Eminem is a f***ing idiot. As for Sum 41, he calls them the shittiest band ever. But listen, there's a lot more to Noel than them wicked insults. He is an incredible songwriter who's done more for British rock and roll than anyone has in years. His band has released 6 studio albums with more on the way, topped the charts, made heaps of money, won just about every award possible. And oh, by the way, Noel's little brother Liam, well, he's the singer and the band man. And the two of them, they don't get along quite so well. Liam once bailed on a televised Oasis concert, made Noel sing, and then Liam joined the crowd and heckled his brother. Nice. Doesn't matter if you're the biggest band in the world, he's still your brother and he's a punk. That's what I love about that band there. By the way, Noel and Oasis recently picked up some major awards at the Q Magazine Awards. Q's still one of the few really good music magazines out there, including Best Act in the World. Best act in the world today. That's what they got. Noel is a lot of fun to talk about, whether it's about those awards or even people like Heather Mills McCartney. Check it out. How are you, by the way?
I'm very well.
Nice to see you again. You just got yourself, speaking of, although this one wasn't your fault, you get the Songwriter Award, and your band gets the Best Act Award just recently?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I got the greatest living English songwriter of all time ever.
Ever. Yeah. Is that exactly how it was titled?
That's what it says on the thing. Greatest ever songwriter. Around the back it says even better than the Beatles.
Even better than the Beatles.
So, well, you laugh. Well,
I don't think you're telling the truth.
Well, okay.
What do you think about those awards?
Well, you know, the funny thing about awards is when you don't win any, they don't mean anything.
Right.
When you win a shitload, it's like, well, of course. You know, there's a pivotal moment in my career. but having won so many...
Yep.
And having been nominated for so many and not... win is the right word. I've not received any. My own opinion is they really don't mean a great deal, apart from they mean a great deal on that day. And there's lots of publicity and all that carry on, and you get to go to... The award ceremonies are great, because you have a great day out, and you're generally in a room with, I'd say, 70% of the people in there you have got a real dislike for. And once the booze starts flowing... can get interesting around the men's toilets.
Do you actually get out there and get into it with some people?
If they want it, yeah. If anybody's looking for trouble, they're going to get it, yeah. But no, I was quite reserved at the Q Awards just gone. There wasn't that many of our sworn enemies there, so it was a good day out.
Are there any left? Because the era of the East Coast, West Coast, Tupac...
Heather Mills McCartney's the latest one.
She's the latest one?
Yeah, lying bitch.
That was quite a thing.
Yeah, she's an absolute liar.
Have you talked to Paul about it?
No, I don't. No. How would I talk to Paul McCartney? He doesn't live next door to me or anything.
No, perhaps in those by the men's toilets you'd bump into Sir Paul.
No, I haven't seen Macca for years, man. Actually, but yeah, it's quite preposterous, all these things.
What's going on?
But she's a proven liar, though. Allegedly, I better say allegedly before some lawyer would get on the phone to my lawyer.
That's right. Nobody watched this. There's no such thing as the internet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fine then.
We'll put it on.
Yeah.
So.
Be interesting to see if she's actually got one leg.
Oh. Would you like an opportunity to take that one back, or are you okay with that? You're very nice. Okay, so when you get into those rooms, people still expect you to be the guy that you were 10 years ago? Have you ever been uncomfortable with it?
No, see that... I'll tell you what, I was talking to one... this guy shall remain nameless because I actually like him, but he's in one of the newer British groups.
Okay.
And he was... this is the difference between me and my group and a lot of these young kids. He was saying, so I was saying, how's it been today? And he went, it's really f***ing stressing me out, man. You know, that come up the red carpet and loads of people were shouting my name and taking pictures of me, man. And I was like, right. And he said, I didn't join a band for people to shout my name and take pictures of me. And I was like, you see, I kind of did. See, what's wrong with that? And he's going, no, it's all about the music, man. I was going, it's all not about the music, man. It's about the chicks and the drugs and the paparazzi and the red carpet and the booze. That's what it's about.
I've seen you fight your brother about that, and you said it was about the music, and he was saying it was about that stuff, and this was years ago.
Yeah, but that was years ago. Well, it was about the music years ago. He'll change.
He'll change?
This character I'm talking about.
Are you still on about Phil Collins, or are you over him? Are you okay with him now?
That's all blown out of proportion. Phil Collins, he's a bit touchy when I called him the Antichrist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You wonder why that would be. I want to bring it up because in the new video game that's coming out, Grand Theft.
He's allowed to say no. Well, right, how all this has come about with Phil Collins is this. When we started out, even before we started out, the Stone Roses said that the reason they started the band was to get into the charts and stamp the likes of Phil Collins out. And I kind of guess I took that one step further by calling him the Antichrist. But he shouldn't be upset about things like that. He should be glad of the publicity.
Have you talked to him about it?
Phil Collins?
Yeah.
You're absolutely joking, aren't you? I've never met Phil Collins in my entire
Well, I was just going to say, you thought you might like the fact that the new Grand Theft Auto game available on the PSP.
I've seen that, yeah. He's got his tunes on it, hasn't
Yeah, you can kill him.
Oh, really?
You can go in there and kill him.
You see, the thing is, you actually can't.
Yeah, apparently you can now.
No, you can't, because you can't kill the Antichrist.
He just comes back the next time you play.
Know it, mate.
Yeah, how's your brother? How's that going together?
Liam?
Yep.
He's all right.
Is it?
You know. I haven't seen him for about 4 months.
That's not true. Is it true?
That's actually not true. I seen him on Thursday night. That's the first time I'd seen him in 4 months.
Recently, you said if you're going to get into a band, don't do it with family because it ends in tears. And I thought, when was the last time Noel cried about this?
Liam doesn't like me, and the reason he doesn't like me is See, he's laughing, but this is actually true, right?
Is it?
I'm actually indifferent to everything that he kind of gets up to. When he writes a song, I'm like, yeah, it's all right, you know what I mean? And, you know, he loathes my indifference towards many things.
But you know that's because he's trying to prove himself to you. Older brother trying to gain approval from you, the one who got the Songwriter Award.
What can I do? It's a tough life.
It's a Dr. Phil episode
Well, he
for
shouldn't
you.
try and please me. I don't give a if he's great or not. No, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. And I'm not bothered what he thinks about me.
It's your family, my friend. Is that true?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
Well, because you, and again, this is just a question of, and for people who watch this who get a handle on you.
Get on Oprah all of a sudden?
We got on Oprah. We got on Oprah. We talked about music. It's also, but you're part of it.
Carry on.
All right. So when people see you guys, and you are linked because you are in a band that sold an awful lot of records, and part of the mystique was the relationship between you two. In fact,
the mystique?
My friend, in fact, people who didn't even like your music would watch an interview waiting for one of you to pop each other off.
Right, okay. So you telling me that somebody heard one of our songs on the radio and went, rubbish, but I'm going to buy it anyway because...
No, I said they watched your interviews, not buying your record. I'm just wondering, and so the idea that you two have this interesting relationship.
Well, I wouldn't deny that it's interesting.
Are you having a bit of a lark with it, although knowing that...
yes, of course, it's all tongue-in-cheek, you know what I mean? Liam knows I love him. I know he doesn't like me. There ends the argument, do you know what I mean? Get on with it.
That's
Such is life, you know, the world's not going to end tomorrow if me and Liam don't get on, is it?
I believe it says in the Bible that once you and Liam get along, sign of the end.
Does it say that? You know, if you read the Bible backwards, it's actually satanic message, isn't it?
We should try that tonight.
That's don't laugh, man, that's truth.
Nice to see you, man, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. There's Noel Gallagher from Oasis. Now, during that interview, I had a CD in my hand. You noticed that? That was a copy of the Oasis record called Definitely Maybe, which was a beautiful, beautiful rock and roll record. So what we did after that interview was a thing called Track by Track, where I sat down with Noel and I went through every song on that record, and he told us a story about it, which is going to be available on our website now, so you can go to cbc.ca/the hour. Here is a little sample, if you will, of Track by Track on Definitely Maybe with Noel G. Digsy's Diner.
Digsy's Dinner.
Dinner.
2 N's.
Dinner. There's only one end there, man.
Wow.
Digsy's Diner.
That's a... Is that an original copy?
Yeah, there's another one, too. Digsy's Diner on the back, too.
Well, no wonder there's been always that confusion. This is the first time I've noticed this.
That's what we're here for. Oprah.
Americans and Canadians have always gone Digsy's Diner, and I'm always like, dinner. That's a typing mistake. Well, I know.
You're welcome.
That's quite incredible. I've never noticed that. Why would I notice? Well, that explains a lot. I'll apologise to anybody in interviews I've ever gone. Dinner. Idiots.
There you go. You want to see the full rundown, track by track, of that album? Definitely, maybe go to our website, cbc.ca/thehour.